Good morning, friends. Welcome to a full day of eating keto while intermittent fasting. You already know what time it is. Well, you don't know what time it is. It's about to be 8 o'clock. It's 7:58, and we're gonna have some coffee. So, yeah, we are using the Dunkin' Donuts coffee cups. If you guys have an Nespresso machine, so this is the Instapod. That's what it's called, Instant Pod, P-O-D. I picked this up at Walmart. It was like $100. My other one just completely died on me, and it's just the reviews I was getting. I was gonna repurchase and like the newer option, but it was like closer to 200, and then they said that it keeps getting a short in the K cup circuit. So, and I rarely ever use like a whole pot of coffee, you know. So, I got this. So nonetheless, you can do K cups, and you could do the espresso ones, the Nespresso ones, but because it fits the original, I seen that they actually have coffee. So if you guys have like the original coffee maker or use the original pods but use the coffee flavors, can you like let me know? I feel like it's kind of overwhelming. So, but yeah, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It has a pretty big water reservoir on it, and it makes the coffee within like a minute. So with the other one, you had to like wait. I think it was probably about 3 or 4 minutes before you could actually get the coffee to come out. So this is really nice because it's quicker. And then you could do 8, 10, and 12 ounces of water, and it's just touchscreen. So anyways, back to the point, we're using the Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups, and then we're gonna throw a little bit of the Keto Collagen in there. This is the chocolate one. Love this, it's very good. Trying to grow out, you know, look my best life with like skin, hair, and nails. I'm gonna put a couple scoops or a couple packets of the whole earth sweetener. I just whipped up a fresh batch of Keto Cool Whip. This is just 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1/4 of a cup of SWERVE confectioner sugar, and a couple splashes of vanilla extract, and that's it. And then we got to get our creamer. Let's not forget our super creamer in the vanilla flavor. I really like this one. It has no carbs, and it does have some MCT oil in there, so it's pretty bomb. But yeah, so I already got the stuff in there. I'm gonna add my scoops. I do about 1/2 scoop of the Perfect Keto Collagen, and then yeah, and everything else. So we'll get this coffee brewed, and we'll start our full day of eating. All right, so here is our coffee masterpiece. I did top it with a little bit of cinnamon and my homemade Cool Whip. It's the bomb. And then I got Leo's coffee going, and then he's gonna have some of these, he's gonna have the peanut butter keto cookies. He likes to have like a treat with his coffee, like a bread or something, but since he's home and I'm able to kind of, you know, get him on the right track, I've been serving him up with these peanut butter cookies. I'm gonna have to order another box because he is going through these like crazy. He loves these ones. But since Leo is home, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna have coffee together, and Leo is gonna be in the kitchen today. So we're gonna talk about what we're going to make. So we'll be back. All right, so just so you guys know that we're true advocates around here for these vitamins and these supplements, here you go. I walk over here after I make his coffee because I'm that kind of wife. You're welcome. And look at him. He's taking all his supplements. And I think sometimes when people, and I tell them how good it is, I think they think we're like BSing them, and then we really don't take them, you know? We're like, oh yeah, it's so great, but we really don't use them. We're using them. And you know they're working pretty good if he's actually getting up and taking them himself. Right, babes?
Yep.
So, Leo, now that you got a haircut and you can show your face on camera again. What are we going to talk about? What are we making today? Because you're going to handle the food prep today.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You have this whole plan.
I had no plan.
What are you talking about? You have the pork belly?
Oh, yeah, the pork belly.
Oh my God, we are so unprofessional.
Pork belly, if we have enough cheeses and stuff, maybe we'll make like a queso dip.
But tell me where we're making it at. In the smoker. I never seen a queso dip with the smoker before.
Yeah, it's like the whole new craze right now, like everyone's doing it.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to stun on them.
We gotta jump on it.
We do. So we're gonna do the pork belly. You guys seen us buy it from, sorry, I'll put the camera off you while you're taking your vitamins. We have this pork belly in here that you guys seen us take or buy from Costco. And I think, are we gonna use the barbecue rub I make? Or you want another one?
You know what? I actually bought one that has I found one the other day.
Don't show them my disheveled.
Organize it then.
Oh my god, they're gonna talk about me. Put it back. I'll look for it later.
Well, anyway, we got this. Where's that?
Leo, you come home with 50 different rubs every time you go and buy something.
I found this one, but I don't know it because it says it has sugar, but it says no carbs or sugar on the nutrition thing.
Yeah, but remember I told you that the further it is on the list, they said, the less it has. So brown sugar, paprika. I think it might be okay. So yeah, this is what he's getting so good that he he's reads the labels and stuff like that. I'm so proud of him. I'm really proud of you. But this says it's for burger and fries. This is,
oh shit, yeah. Oh my bad. Well, I don't know, we'll try it anyway.
no, it's for burger and fries. Why don't we use
a few pieces? It's not gonna be a big deal.
Here's the one I make, but this is the sweet heat one. I just keep it in this thing, and it's made with like the Swerve brown sugar and cayenne pepper and everything. It's really, really good. Anyways, this is a sweet heat rub that I use, that I make myself. Like I said, I use the brown sugar. I got to make sure I have all the ingredients because he said this isn't going to be enough, so I might have to run out to the store and get it. But you don't have to use the brown sugar one, but I just like the way it like crystallizes and it gets like a nice crust. So we're going to do like the burnt ends. You guys have seen us do the burnt ends before, and you guys were really here for it. But a lot of meat is really expensive right now, so the pork belly was really affordable, and it's a pretty good meal. Sorry guys, my allergies are acting up this morning. And then we're gonna do the smoked queso, right? Smoked queso, and what else did you want to do?
Maybe some jalapeno poppers in there. They were really good when we smoked them last week.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, those were really good. They gave it like a smoky, and they weren't like hot, but they even like the texture of them was really good, like of the pepper. So yeah, we're gonna be smoking a bunch of stuff today. Yeah, so we're gonna be real. It's gonna be a hot one. So what time are you gonna put your stuff on?
Well, the pork only takes like
4 hours, right?
4 or 5 hours. The queso and the jalapeno poppers will be done in like an hour.
Oh, okay, so we got time. So we could probably put it on around 12, so we could eat around 4, or maybe around like 11:30.
11, probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's sit down. We got our coffee. See, this is, if you guys aren't married, or if you are married, you guys already know this is the equivalent of date night, is sitting down and having your coffees together. So we're gonna sit down, have our morning coffee. Leo's gonna have his. Look at him. We had to kick the kids out of the living room yesterday. They were acting insane, so they got sent back to their bedrooms. But we got to pick up the mattress. But I think my sister's coming to sleep over tonight, so. Benny, you getting good? Did they keep you up last night, Benny? You tired of them kids? Tired of them? Send them to their room? All right, guys, so I'm going to make some more of this sweet heat rub. And then what I do, this is just an old seasoning container that we just keep it in. And I'll just put it in here because you want to give the pork belly, because I think he's going to cut into it. I forget what that's called. What is that called when you make the X's?
No, I'm going to just cut it individually.
Oh, okay. Well, he's just going to... Oh, yeah, you're right. So, but you're going to want to coat them on all ends and give them a nice heavy coat. And then while so they don't dry out, what we also do is spray down the meat with a little mixture of like 1-to-1 apple cider vinegar and water. And you could also do like apple juice and stuff like that, but we do the apple cider vinegar because obviously low carbs, but it really keeps the meat dry, and it keeps it like...
It keeps it moist, not dry.
Or I'm sorry, it keeps it from... I don't like using that word. It keeps it from not drying out. Insert the M word, ends with oist, because that's just such a dirty word. It's just a dirty word. But anyways, onto it. The mixture I use, this is the brown sugar mix I use. It's from Swerve. This is really all I ever use it for, unless I do like cinnamon rolls, which I really don't do that often. But I'm going to use about 1/4 of a cup of this, and then the seasonings, I'm not going to give you exact measurements right now, but I'll leave it down below. I'm going to use some sea salt. You can use pink Himalayan salt too. Some black pepper. I love it like this, like fresh ground one. Garlic powder. Smoked paprika. Always just get smoked paprika. Regular paprika is for the birds. Smoked is where it's at. It's really a game changer. Some cumin, some cayenne, a little celery salt, onion powder, and cinnamon. So, and then again, I'll leave all the measurements down below, and I just, you know, throw it all in, mix it up, and then we'll coat everything. But it's so good, and it holds in the cabinet really nicely. So you can do your ribs. Obviously, if you're going to smoke anything, you can put it on just about anything. You can put it in your burgers if you wanted to, but it's definitely got a sweet heat to it. So it's sweet, but it has a nice kick. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so here it is. Like I said, I just put it in here, and it gives a good amount too. Again, I'll leave everything down below, so if you guys wanted to make it. And you don't have to do brown sugar. You can do granulated sugar. Yeah, I wouldn't do like powdered sugar, but brown sugar, granulated sugar, whatever your choice is. Some people like, I think Nicole did this, and she did it with like Lakanto, the golden one. I even think the recipe calls for Lakanto, but I just use the brown sugar because I like I said, that's just my preference. So whatever you prefer, but let Leo smell. Give it a little whiff.
It smells good.
And you could smell like the cayenne and everything, but you could smell the cinnamon in there too, right?
Yeah, fucking sugar off my nose.
All right. So we're gonna put our lid on, and what are you gonna do? So we've already showed you guys this before, but this is just the whole pork belly. Here's the other half right here in the sink, and we're only doing half, or are we doing the whole thing?
I don't know. Whatever you want. The whole thing, I think they shrink anyway. So.
Yeah, they do shrink significantly. So, especially since we're going to smoke it, and then, you know, you could always have for leftovers, and then I think we might even bring some over to my parents too if they wanted.
Could. And
I think my sister's coming today. You know, she'd like to eat. So, anyways, basically just like what they make bacon out of, right? So show them what are you going to do to cut it?
So we're just going to cut this up in about 1.5 inch cubes. In case it falls in there, then, you know, you can go in there and you don't waste any, and you could reuse what falls into the bowl.
So you're giving it a really thick coating?
Yep, each side.
Well, that's going to be kind of tedious, no, to go through each one like that. Okay. So anyways, he's going to go through and coat each individual piece. He does have like this little bowl down here to catch the fall off, and then you're just squeezing it on, right? So it's nice and thick.
Yeah, so you just kind of press it on there.
So. And then we just have him just waiting right here in this foil tin. So he's gonna go through and do all those, and then we'll be back. Okay, so here is our big pan of pork belly, nice and coated. And here is the big mess. But guess what? We're gonna tell them what we're gonna get done to our kitchen, babe?
In the countertop.
Benny. Sorry, they have construction workers outside. We're gonna get a new countertop. So if you guys have, this is obviously like original to the home. If you guys wanted to know, our home was a model home. So if you want to be really jealous, it was a model home in 1958, and these countertops are original. Hide the envy, but. Yeah, so we have like a really small countertop. Don't look at the dishes, but we have a really small countertop area. So what we're thinking, we were looking at ideas, because we want to get some like durable stone, and they said that it's in between like quartz and, what was the other one, babe? Granite. But they said that granite can chip. If you guys have either one, which one do you guys prefer? Like for just durability and everything, just because, you know, we do a lot of cooking, and then, you know, the kids and stuff. So anyways, we want to do a new countertop, and I want to do something like a light, not like super light, but like a smoked gray. And then I want to do a white subway tile backsplash with like a dark gray grout in it. And then I'm going to give my cabinets another coat because they need it, and we are going to repaint the kitchen. We're gonna stick in the gray family, but I think I'm gonna do like a lighter gray. We're gonna repaint the whole house just because it needs to. Our walls are not what's the other kind of walls? Ours are plaster, but what's the other one? Drywall. Or in sheetrock. We don't have that, so like it's not easy to do any projects on these walls, because like if we even want to put like a nail in, Leo has to drill a hole first, and then we put the nail, because it's so like thick. And I mean, they don't build houses like this anymore, at least that's what my dad says. But anyways, so we're gonna do the white backsplash to go all the way around, just to brighten up the kitchen, and then we're gonna come around to behind here, and then we're gonna get a new countertop. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Eventually I would like to tear down this wall and then just, or even do like a peekaboo through here. I think we might, because this is a low bearing wall, so we might just do a peekaboo and like cut open a hole so it could open up the space, but that's eventually what we'll do. But that I think is going to cost a lot, because a lot of people ask about our phone too. We don't have a landline, but the phone is a functioning phone. It's just we had a, what is that called right here? A phone jack. And Leo didn't want to repair the wall, so this was in the basement, because, you know, like I said, this was a model home, so we had a phone in the basement, and he just put it up to cover it up. And I just think it's funny, like, you know how many people come over and they like act like they're dialing? My kids play on it all the time. They love it. So yeah, and we have like outlets and stuff, so I would like to like cut a hole in there just so we can get some more light. And then I would really like to do like a ceiling fan right here, but we would obviously, my uncle was going to come and do it for us, you know, in the spring, but my uncle like tragically passed away on like very unexpectedly, so obviously we never got it done. But he was gonna come and put a big light, and we were gonna do like a ceiling fan, and I really would have liked to do some like recessed lighting or something like that, and do some like daylight bulbs throughout just to brighten up the house, because it does get really dark in here, and that's one of the things I struggle with filming. So I did get a different camera that's coming in with a better lens, so hopefully it'll be brighter because it works better in dim light. But we don't have a lot of light fixtures. A lot of old houses don't have like ceiling lights, so it's weird. And we don't have that many. We have like a big window right here, but then we only have our door right here, and then we have like our kitchen window right here. So, and then the bedrooms all have, we don't have a lot of natural light is what I'm trying to get around to. So we gonna do the projects ourselves, right honey? Except for the countertop.
What project?
I'm
not doing the countertop.
No, I mean the countertop they're gonna come and do, but we're gonna do the backsplash ourselves.
We are.
I'll be behind you. But if you guys can see, like right here, the kids like ran into this wall, and now like some of that's exposed, so we have to fix this. So we're gonna, and then I paint my whole house the same color, just because I just like for it to be kind of all one space, because it's kind of an open floor plan anyways. So we're gonna stick with the gray, but I'm gonna do more of a lighter gray and just keep it that way. So that's the plan. But anyways, back to the eating. Okay, so for the smoked queso, we haven't really found any recipes. I kind of found one and I'm loosely following it. So we have some frozen chorizo right here, and we're gonna, are you gonna do the ground beef too? It's frozen, but he's gonna start cooking it up on the gas grill just to defrost it and cook it, obviously. And then some ground beef. So we're probably gonna take like a half a pound of each and put that in there. And then we're going to take, this is just the Chihuahua cheese that I showed you guys, but you can use whatever cheese you want. We're gonna take about 16 ounces of this, and I'm gonna shred it, or you know, I'll probably just cut it up into cubes and mix it in. And then I'm gonna take 4 ounces of this Philadelphia cream cheese and throw it in there. A can of this diced tomatoes, and then a couple jalapenos, and we're gonna cut them up and just put them in there, and that'll be it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be really good. But it's only, you put it in, I think it's at 250 for an hour, but then you stir every 20 minutes just to make sure nothing burns or anything like that. So it's gonna be real easy, and we got some chips for the kids and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna have, but something different. I've never seen anybody do this one before, so, and I think with the pork it'll come out really good. And yeah, that's about it. All right, so this is gonna be my first meal of the day, and this is kind of like a, I guess like a yogurt parfait, kind of. But what I have right here is a vanilla Too Good yogurt. I love this one. And what I've been really enjoying is this keto, perfect keto chocolate hazelnut nut butter. This tastes just like Nutella. It is so freaking good. Like, so freaking good. But anyways, I only did a half a serving. So I did, I think it was like 15 grams of that on here, which is a lot too. Make sure you knead it up. And then I added 1 ounce of raspberries. And it's so good. And then you're getting a lot of fat in there from the nut butter. You're getting a little bit of carb from the fruit and the yogurt. And it sits pretty heavy, but we are going to have a bigger meal today, so I'm not trying to eat too much, but I want something that'll keep me full, and this is where it's at. So definitely recommend this one for sure. The snickerdoodle one is pretty good, but this chocolate hazelnut is so good, so good. Like, I can eat it by the spoonsful. Delicious. I'll have a code down below if you guys want to check it out, but this is so good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, but it looks really bad now. It probably looked better when I first showed you, but definitely try this mixed draught. It's really good. All right, guys, I'm sorry for the air conditioner going, but it's like a really hot day out here today. So right here we have the ground beef. It's a half a pound of ground beef, half a pound of chorizo, and Leo just cooked that up and we drained out the fat. We have a can, try not to eat here, a can of the Rotel tomatoes, some chopped up jalapeno, 4 ounces of cream cheese, and 1 pound of the Chihuahua cheese, and we're gonna throw that in the smoker. When I put it into, this is really hard when it comes to stuff with building a recipe, because I did 24 servings, and it came out to be like 1 carb per serving. I don't even know, you know, it's really hard when it comes to like these dips and stuff like that, so you figure, you know, it'll be a little chunk each, but we'll go over it, we'll kind of figure it out. But you know, as long as I feel like you count for it, you know, even if you're counting more on the high side, at least you're accounting for some of it. So anyways, that's gonna go in the smoker, and then obviously we have the pork. And you got any special pellets in there or anything? Because this is a pellet smoker, right? Mm-hmm. Any special ones?
I just mixed up the charcoal ones.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see right there, there's a couple of like black ones in there.
Okay.
So we're gonna give that a try, see if it gives it a better smoke flavor.
Okay. And this is the Pit Boss stand-up smoker. I don't know. Whatever it's called. You look crazy with that bandana on, just so you know.
Well, it's hot as hell out here, so I have to cut it today.
All right. Oh, you got to put them on piece by piece, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. All right, so we're just going to lay those down, and then this is, what is the temperature set at?
250.
250 for, until they're cooked, right? Four to 6 hours?
They're going to take about 4 to 6 hours.
All right. And then you're going to put the dip in right away, too?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless we want to eat it later, we can wait off. Because that should only take about an hour, hour and a half.
Well, the kids will be hungry, and they could probably have some dip and chips.
So we'll put that on right away then.
Okay. Sounds good. So there you go. We'll be back out here shortly to check on that, and Leo's gonna throw the dip in, and like I said, he's gonna toss it every 20 minutes just to make sure nothing burns, and then it'll be done in like a half an hour, right?
About an hour.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're supposed to let it go longer or what.
It's almost like a, what do they call that? That fundido or?
Yep.
No, seriously. What is it called?
Queso fundido.
Yeah, that one. What does that word mean in Spanish that I just said?
Fundido?
Yeah.
It means basically ass.
We could have that too. You could probably get a spoon.
Put it back in for probably about another hour.
I think it's because we use quesadilla cheese.
Yeah, we probably should have used like something else. Well, that's good nuts and cheese. So
Yeah, it'll get there. Looks good. All right, guys, so here is the smoked queso dip. I guess we could, you want to stir it like, ooh, that looks so good. You guys can see it's nice and hot still. I'm just mixing it up because of all the grease from the chorizo came out on the top. So like I said, I did 24 servings, which I think is like, if you think about it, you're just gonna take little scoops along those lines. So it's, I probably did a little bit more than I needed to, but whatever. I gave myself 2 servings, so I'm gonna eat mine with some pork rinds. But this looks so good. How is it, Lee?
Good.
It's good. All right, let me get a plate. I'll be right back. All right, so there is my serving. This is gonna be like my lunch because it's really is a pretty hearty thing. And then I have a serving of pork rinds. These are just the Aldi brand pork rinds. Let me try it out. Let's see how it goes. You know what? Leo said that maybe you should do like a taco seasoning. I would throw some sazon in here. A couple little packets of that sazon, but this is really good. People did use Velveeta cheese if you wanted to do that, but I like this the quesadilla cheese, but this is really good, and this would be great too for like summer barbecues. And you could pull this out like right when your guests get there so they have something like to snack on. And it's really easy. So there you go. That is a smoked queso dip. Bomb.com. So good. All right, so there's my serving. Guys, this is really very, 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 very heavy. So I couldn't even finish a serving of pork rinds, but it's really good, but like I said, very heavy. Definitely recommend. And look at how much we still have. Like, this is like kind of a never-ending thing, so.
Definitely only make what you're gonna.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna
be able to eat this. We should bring some of this over to my parents' house, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good though. It's so good. Oh, I bet you this would be good on like a burger or something like that, like on top, or like a hot dog.
Oh,
like
maybe a hot dog.
Yeah. Ooh, there you go. So possibilities are endless. All right, so here is the little bits of burnt pieces. You know, Leo always puts his foot into this. So I'm gonna go ahead and serve myself 4 ounces. Guys, I'm still pretty filled up from that dip. So we're actually going to just save this up and we're gonna take it tomorrow when we go to my parents' house with some leftover of the pork, and then we'll have that tomorrow because we're gonna take the kids swimming. But whew, it is so good. So good, but super duper filling. But yeah, so I'm gonna have about 4 ounces of these with some G. Hughes barbecue sauce. So, but look at, didn't he do such a wonderful job? And again, it's that barbecue rub is the keto friendly one, so you don't have to worry about any sneaky carbs or anything in that. So that's kind of the best bet when you're doing any type of barbecue stuff, because it always has some kind of sugar in it. So you could put this on ribs too if you wanted, or chicken, and you know, the possibilities are truly up to you. Pork chops. But all right, let me plate this up. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the barbecue sauce I am using. It is the G. Hughes Mesquite. So I use 30 grams, which is 2 carbs. A lot of people prefer like the Primal, I think it's Primal Foods or something like that. But that's kind of hard for me to get my hands on, and it's a little pricey, and you know, I like this one, so that's what I'm using. You use what you like. And you can see how it has a really nice glaze. I know Leo likes to like squeeze them so you could see like the juices. So you could see there. He did a good job. So this is my dinner. And I know it doesn't look like a lot, guys, but these are very filling as well. So I'll go ahead and eat this. All right, so let's look at our macros here. It's 3:30. Guys, I am so full. Like I just feel like I need to go take a nap. Like that's how heavy that stuff was, but it was so good. So total macros, 12 of net carbs, total of 17 total carbs, which is phenomenal. 4 of fiber, 131 grams of fat, 55 grams of protein, a total of 1520 calories, and I'm okay with that. I ended up adjusting a couple things. So I did the yogurt with that hazelnut nut butter. Bomb. Get it, guys. I promise you, you will be like, what? Nutella? What? It's so good. And I did it with the raspberries. I ended up adding another serving of that smoked queso because I was like, man, that was really heavy, and maybe I didn't. I would rather overestimate than underestimate, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I ended up doing 5 ounces of that pork belly, and then 1 ounce of the pork rinds, and then the barbecue sauce. So that gave us a grand total of 1520 calories. I'm gonna go ahead and start my fast right now because I need this food to digest. So I'm just gonna start drinking some water and then just take a breather. But so I'll start my fast at 3:30 so I can go ahead and break my fast tomorrow at 7:30, which is nice because I fast for 16 hours. Each day I start my fast a little bit different, but I like to start it no later than 5 o'clock so I can have my coffee at least by 9. But since I did it early, I could have my coffee nice and early. So that's always awesome. So I'm done logging for the day, got my little confetti, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully we gave you guys some ideas for maybe a dinner, or maybe if you want to try that smoked queso or whatever the case may be. So I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy, friends.